He tormented thousands to a terrible death, innocent people going about their daily business. I think killing him was the correct course of action, and erasing his presence from the world is a gift to mankind.
The president and his advisors are jubilant.
It was a firefight. A female reportedly was used as a shield.
But in the days after the mission, it becomes clear that the dramatic narrative given by the administration is clouded by the fog of war.
It was one of the things that drove we reporters who cover the military, special operations forces, absolutely crazy. Because the White House was saying this was a prolonged firefight. It was a ridiculous narrative, and everybody in the military knew it.
After it's revealed that only one of the men killed at the compound had been armed, questions arise about whether bin Laden could have been taken alive.
The rules of engagement were capture, if everybody makes themselves available and they all throw up their hands and surrender, and bin Laden comes tripping down the stairs, yelling, "I surrender," they'd have taken him. They'd have had to take him. Since he didn't, since he made the wrong move, they were within their legal rights to essentially shoot him on the spot.
I don't think they really wanted bin Laden in custody. If we had him in custody, what would we do? Where would we take him? How would we try him? All those questions would have been simmering for years. Much better this way, to have disposed of the body at sea, no trace of him ever to be seen again.
Al-Qaeda sends out an internet message acknowledging the death of their leader and vowing new attacks on Western targets, saying Americans' happiness will turn to sadness.
Those who say we have to look out now for retaliation by Al-Qaeda's sleeper cells everywhere, it's my belief that for the short term, they're too busy covering themselves because they have no idea what was in that intelligence that was gathered up.
What's really notable in the response in the Muslim world, the Arab community, is the absence of response. It's a real indication that Al-Qaeda's passé. They can't win. They're not going to be successful. They're not going to overthrow governments in the Middle East, much less bring down the United States government.
I think the Arab revolutions that we've seen in 2011 in Tunisia, in Egypt, in Syria, in Libya, I think they've largely made Osama bin Laden irrelevant in those societies. People didn't want to be ruled by Osama bin Laden or Osama bin Laden types of leaders. They wanted to be free, and they've gotten that without Osama bin Laden.
On May 5th, 2011, the Thursday after the strike, President Obama makes a visit to Ground Zero in New York to meet with family members of those who perished on 9/11. He makes no speech, simply paying respects to the thousands of innocents who have died here and around the world at bin Laden's command, and to assure their loved ones that justice has finally been done. The team of special operatives who carried out the mission remains cloaked in anonymity.
Job well done.
Even when President Obama goes to thank the strike teams at Fort Campbell, the Kentucky home of the 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment, the pilots who flew the helicopters in the raid, the meeting takes place off camera. The SEAL Team 6 member who fired the shots that killed bin Laden is never even singled out to the president. These men change history and perhaps the course of the world.